Have you ever wondered why it's so difficult to forgive other people? In this video, I hope to show you how that happens, why it happens, and one simple thing that we can do to forgive people easier. Years ago, there was a scientist, his name was Isaac Newton. Most of you have probably heard of him. He is often known for discovering the formula of gravity, but he also had this discovery called how light refracts, or how it splits into separate colors. And the way that he did that is he took a prism, which is a clear piece of plastic or glass that looks like a diamond almost. He held it up to light. And when light goes through that prism, it breaks up into multiple colors. And in fact, every color of the rainbow. That's how a rainbow is created. But why it matters for us is because we are no different than that light. You know, every one of us is born with this light within us. You know, this God within us, or this some creation within us, whatever you want to believe. We're all built with that. And we're all built with that, and the way that we know that is because if you look at children and the way that they play or the way that they act, they have no desires. They just come into this world completely clean slate. Nothing added. They enjoy everything. Every day is a gift to them. Every moment is a gift to them. And they appreciate everything that they see. But over time, what happens? Well, they're told not to do that. Don't touch that. Draw inside the lines. Don't make any mistakes. Become somebody. You know, and this becoming somebody important even, becomes the sole focus of every human's life. I share it. Every human on this planet shares it. This idea that becoming somebody is more important than anything else on the planet. And what that does, without really realizing it, is it creates separateness, or a separation between, for example, myself and someone else. And once I begin to believe that I'm separate from you and that we don't share the same basic thing, that's when things get really difficult. You know, when we're children, we don't see color. When we're little babies and we're learning how to walk and talk and go and meet new people, we don't see color or race. We don't see separateness. You are me and I am you. We're going to have fun together. That's all we think about. But as we become someone, that's where the separateness comes into play. In other words, our separateness, our wanting and wishing to become somebody, is that prism. So that natural light of being, of awareness, of just being on this planet, being who we are, specifically like a young child, is distorted because someone told us we should be somebody. And within that somebodyness are beliefs, religious, political, cultural ideas of what we should be or shouldn't be. And once those things are formulated and formed within that prism of somebodyness, they come out in different colors. So I identify, or you identify, or someone else might identify with a specific color. This color is red. This color is yellow. This group of people is purple or green. And they believe that their color or their beliefs or their religious concept is the best because they've been told it is. Their perspective on life is so framed in such a way that they can only see that their way is right. And in their perspective, it is right. It separates all of us. We're so busy trying to convince everyone else that our color is the best color that we don't realize that all of the colors create the one true color that we all are. We are all God. We are all that divine being. And so how does that help us forgive other people? How do we use that to forgive other people? Well, if we realize that all of us are not separate, we are one. If all of us have these certain ways of looking at life, and all of those things matter and are the same, they come from the same source. They just get distorted in our somebodyness. It makes it easier to forgive other people when they fall short. We realize how difficult, if I'm working, for example, for me, if I'm working on realizing how much I'm biased, how much my religious and political views are biased and they change and distort the way that I look at other people, I realize how hard that is to get rid of. It makes it easier for me to forgive other people. How can I not forgive other people if I'm struggling with it myself? Most importantly, how can I not love every person on this planet if I'm not realizing all of that? Like, how could I not love someone else if I recognize that this prism distorts the color into multiple facets of colors? Just because they look different or sound different or speak different or believe different doesn't mean anything to me. Not me. Because I know that everyone comes from that same place, that same divinity, that same awareness, that same white light that was never distorted until we wanted to be somebody.